computer. Well, good afternoon. Well, summer is over and we're into September, and we kind of have a hiatus of this core alignment. So, welcome to the wellness gathering and presenting Get Your Happy On. So, this is going to be a real exciting session with Lynn. She's got things up her sleeve there. Okay, Lynn,
Although
go
we have
ahead.
these, yes. Yeah, so welcome. It's good to see you guys. It's been a summer. So we are going to be, diving into the next 10 or so weeks, 10 conversations, anyways, over the next season here, around getting our happy on and what happiness means to us. So we're going to start with a question. So tell us something you like about summer. So say your name, say where you are, and then ask the question to yourself and tell us the first thing that comes up. So my name is Lynn, and I am in Calgary, better known as Treaty 7, and I'm sitting on the Tsuut'ina Nation, in the area that we live on, and on the land of the Tsuut'ina. And something that I like about summer, well, what I like about summer is the fact that there's this natural invitation to be outside, and that I don't have to put as many clothes on, and I can enjoy the sunshine. Yeah. How about you, Madeline?
I'm Madeline. I'm also in Calgary, Alberta. Um, Sorry, the what I like about summer,
Tell us something you
is
like
that
about summer.
something I like about summer? Something I like about summer is that I can wear easy on and off footwear. Now, I can do that with boots, but it's not the same when you can just slide your foot into a really comfy pair of shoes and head out the door. So that is something I like about summer.
Mhm. Awesome. Lorraine?
Oh, I'm Lorraine, and I'm in Wausau, British Columbia, in the East Kootenays. And something that I like about summer is just the long days and seeing the sunrise and the sunset. And I really enjoy the long days.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Don Marie?
I like the same thing that all of you ladies have mentioned. I'm Dawn Marie and I'm from Sacramento, California. I love the longer days. I love not having to wear a lot of clothes. I love the heat. I just think that the heat here is just enough for me. So I really look forward to summertime. That's my favorite time of the year.
Awesome. Awesome. Olive?
My name's Olive. I'm in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and I like all of the things that you ladies like. And I try to think of something original. I like the fruits of summer.
Mm.
Uh, we get fresh berries, we get fresh fruit. The orchards are producing and plentiful. So I like the fruits of summer.
Awesome. Yes, so many things. I thought it would just take a moment to appreciate the summer, seeing we're kind of moving into that change of season where, the leaves are changing and it's just getting a little bit cooler. And what our objective for today is to really look at this concept of happiness and to have an intentional conversation around what might support us in knowing what happiness means to us, and what our objective for the next season of focusing on this, getting our happy on, is to know how to move towards happiness. So, what is it that is getting a lot of your attention right now? Madeline?
Something that is getting a lot of my attention right now because we're sort of finished settling in the new place. I think I think I'm focusing on doing all the work that I had sort of pushed off to the side. So reading some manuscripts, getting some work done that I had that hasn't the things that don't have like hard deadlines. I'm getting back to doing those. So that's my, I guess, kind of hunkering down for fall
Got it.
in a way.
That's right. Getting back all the things that we park at
Mhm,
the
mhm.
beginning of
Yeah,
summer.
parked. That's right.
Right.
All the projects.
Yeah. What you, Olive?
Trying to think what's particularly getting my attention. I think what's getting my attention this week in particular is coordinating our schedule for our Forever in Motion classes. Missed, I had to step out for a few seconds to answer a call about that. So it's kind of coordinating things and making sure that I'm not double booking myself or double booking other people. So yeah, just coordinating my schedule.
Nice. Nice. Awesome. How about you, Dawn Marie? What's getting a lot of your attention right now?
Well, for me, over the past couple of months, I guess we've been working on a book club, working in a book club on what not to say in order to avoid that negativity that comes up periodically. And so my goal is to really monitor what I'm saying and being aware of my thoughts and getting prepared for my 50th high school reunion and taking in all of what these people are going to bring to the table and making sure that I keep my brain in the right place of speaking positive as much as I can.
Cool. Very cool. Very cool. How about you, Lorraine?
What's getting my attention at the moment is what are we having for supper? So that's I've got things sort of in pots on the stove and things in the kitchen, this fridge to do, and that's what's getting my attention.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's good to kind of look at where we're at right now. I know what's getting my attention is this sort of this getting back. It's like I feel the change of season now, maybe more so than I did at the beginning of the
Hmm.
September. I am still very much in summer, kind of still wanting to keep kind of being outside. But I am excited to get back at just a little different routine and kind of coordinating, making sure I don't overschedule myself. And then I really like what Dawn Marie said. It's like, what might I not want to say? Because man, oh man, my words can definitely create my reality. So we are going to be looking at um, this concept of happiness and being happy and getting our happy on. So what does happiness mean to you? Let's just dive into this. Madeline, what does happiness mean to you?
Happiness means to me um, a feeling of contentment, a feeling of um, glee. There's a moment of glee that, you can just be silly and that's happy, right? That whole silliness and you have to kind of shake yourself out of the realities of stressful life to get there. So that's what happiness means to me when I can shake my reality away and be okay with being gleeful.
Got it. What about you, Olive? What does
The
happiness?
first thing that came to my mind was a commercial that my husband and Lorraine's husband would have worked on back in probably the 70s called Happiness Is. And the theme of it was happiness is different things to different people. It's sports teams, it's walking by the lake or um, a summer festival. Um, to me, it's all of those things. Happiness right now for me is just enjoying an extended summer season. Calendar says it's fall, but we are expecting a 30-degree day tomorrow, so it's still summer in my head.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. How about you, Dawn Marie?
So what happiness means to me is that freedom of moving around in these longer days and just exhaling from, the fall and the winter and spring and being able to embrace the warmer temperatures, the great fruit that comes up during the summer, and just being able to know that I'm on the right path with my life. That makes me really happy right now.
Mhm. Got it. Mhm. How about you, Lorraine?
Happiness means to me, and what really came to mind is how spontaneous you can see funny things in things, and you break out and laugh until you get pains in your side. The other day we were sitting at the table here, and we're looking out the window to see what my nephew's doing, and we're senior securities on his property here. And the two of us were looking out the window, and I looked at Randall and I looked at and I said, I broke out laughing because I could just say we need to put our heads on a stick and just keep it. This is senior security looking out the window, peeking at what Pat is doing out in the yard. And we just broke up because I think it's that finding something funny in a situation that we could, it was just wonderful to get that laughter, just that deep gut laughter.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what happiness means to me, um, joyfulness comes up. I just like to see the lightness in things, and I like to take an outside perspective and kind of pull away any judgments that I have about how things might be, appear to be when I see them. And so happiness means that I have that ability to kind of not get too far into something, and I can step back out and see the comedy of it. Yeah. So what might you guys want to focus on happiness for over this next 3 months? Lorraine, you're on
Oh,
my team here.
I think it's very important to rewire our brain to,
Mhm.
take out the sludge and the negativity and all the things that sort of we experience or listen to, and just have our brain rewired. Like Dawn Marie says, we're doing this book club, about saying positive things, self-talk, talk and saying positive things. And I think the fact that we're able to rewire our brain to keep our sanity.
Got it. Got it. How about you, Madeline?
I would say that the similar that we have happiness in us, we have joy in us, we have glee in us, and sometimes we just are not accessing it. And so the access point of, really just making it easier and more attainable is what I would like this session to focus on, these sessions.
Got it. Got it. What would you like it for there, Dawn Marie?
I think being able to recognize how fortunate I am to have these tools that have been presented to me to help me to live a life of happiness, live a life of not worrying, live a life of speaking the right things that are going to keep me above and not below all of the uh, situations that arise. I mean, the political arena is starting to gear up and people are, starting to express their concerns. And, I just feel like everything is subject to change. And so with that, just go with it and just see what happens. We can't, at least for me, I can't change anything. I can, do what I can to participate, but it's just a little drop of the big picture. And so I'm recognizing that and knowing that, it is what it is. And only put myself in situations that bring me happiness. That's my goal.
Mhm. Got it. How about you, Olive?
Um, I want this session to remind me that happiness is a choice. It's
Mm.
not up to somebody else to make me happy. I choose happiness.
Mhm. Got it. Yeah. Well, what I would like to, I want to just be reminded of the naturalness that happiness is. Um, I saw last week somebody speaking about it. I don't know where it was, but the whole idea was that it's not something that I need to search for. It's something that's already there. So I want to, I guess, sort of have it grow up in the garden and just poke its little heads, like it sort of like a seed, right? Like, because I know it's there, it just gets clouded over by whatever muck and yuck. And so my intention over that is to have more fun, to enjoy what I'm doing, to enjoy the moment, and to not get overwhelmed if I add too much to my plate, which I always do anyways. So I'm just would like to have fun with everything that I'm doing. Yeah. So what might support you in bringing more happiness into your life, Madeline?
What might support me? Well, certainly attending Monday at 4 for me. That's definitely going to be a first good step. Supporting the idea of wanting it. I think that's really it's easy to say something that's what you want and that's what you're after, but then, you fall back into an old pattern. So to be cognizant of my patterns and to be willing to uh, step up.
Hmm. Got it. How about you, Lorraine?
What will support me to be happy? It's just a
Bring more
remind.
happiness into your life.
What bring more happiness in my life?
Yeah.
Well, I think just being aware that there are tools and we have choices and to make and to really consciously turn on the happy switch, and that's because that just gets your juice going.
Yeah. Awesome. How about you, Dawn Marie?
Well, what is going to support me to bring me happiness is, of course, taking advantage of this 3 p.m. call on Monday afternoons too. But I think that, I've been led to be around some phenomenal people at this stage of my life that is helping me to recognize what's important. I just spent the last 4 or 5 months working on boundaries with people and knowing that I only want people who are going to bring me joy and happiness and positivity. So now that I know what really resonates for me, I can really be aware of what makes me happy and not allow anybody to get inside that border. So I'm really excited about that.
Awesome. Awesome. How about you, Olive?
I'm similar to Dawn Marie. What will support me in finding happiness is surrounding myself with happy people. And I'm trying to think, I don't particularly want to eliminate unhappy people from my life, but finding a way maybe of supporting them and finding happiness too.
Got it. Got it. Yes. Well, so we're going to just look at an intentional statement. So an intentional statement is an easy statement. So what is an easy statement that you can say to remind you of this? Olive?
I'm going to go with happiness is a choice that you make every day.
Hmm. Happiness is a choice. How about you, Madeline?
I'm going to go with what is it I need to know to keep me happy today?
Hmm. So a question, what is it I need to know
Hmm.
to keep me happy today?
Today.
Cool. What about you, Lorraine?
My statement would be, I can't wait to make happiness happen.
Can't wait. Cool. To make happiness happen. How about you, Dawn Marie?
It starts with me, and I've created a self-love club.
Mm,
Nice. Starts with me. Self-love club.
sounds like something people would line up to join.
Exactly. Oh, what would be mine? Let me just see. An easy statement. Well, what comes up is happiness is, I got that song going through my head now. I could probably sing it and I can see it playing because I think Randall has posted it before on
Yep.
Facebook. So, but when I go back to that song because it reminds me of when I was, I don't know how old. I just remember the Regina Winter Club, and I used to skate when I was young, probably 4 or 5 or however
Or, yeah.
I was little. And that's what I go back to when I think of that song. I go back to that time, and I just have fond memories of being all pretty and sparkly and twirling around and having a good time. So that's kind of what comes up for me here. So what will you take with you from our time today that will support you until we talk again? Actually, stand by. I'm gonna do a different one. Okay. So first of all, let's cancel, clear, delete, and resolve that one. So I just want to restate our intention, because what our intention is over these next 12 weeks is to assist us in getting really clear on what it means to us by creating a statement that will support us in moving towards happiness over the next 3 months, or 10 weeks. So what will you take with you that will support you until we talk again? Olive?
Hmm. This might be pretty shallow thought, but I'm just going to take that Happiness Is song. I've got to go look it up now so I can play the whole thing.
Awesome. Dawn Marie?
So what I will take with me that will support me until we meet again is the fact that happiness starts with me. I am the one who controls that. I am the one that allows it to be my happy place, and being able to recognize that when I see negativity coming towards me, I can put up like my border to say, no, this is not going to resonate with me and it's not going to make me happy. So recognizing that it starts with me.
Awesome. Awesome. Lorraine?
Okay, what I'll take away until we talk again. I had to write down what I said because otherwise I'd forget. So I've got it, and I hope I don't lose that piece of paper. So what I'll take away, I think this has been a real good start because we really delved into a lot of things. And with that happiness song, you'll have to share it with Madeline and Dawn Marie. Happiness is the CKCK song.
That's right.
There's a radio song.
Madeline?
What I will take with me until we talk again? Well, so many good ideas about happiness and it being a choice and it being wanting it to be strong and not come at us in not letting others influence how we are, that whole divide of how we want to be. I think that is the biggest thing, is that we're in control of being, of how we are being. And so fortifying that. So I will take away the strength of everyone's ideas of how to be and how to be happy.
Awesome. Great words. Fortification, hey?
Mm.
How about you, Olive?
Um, I think you got me at the beginning, and I had
Okay,
said
cool.
that,
Did I get everybody?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, what I will take away that will support me is a lot of really amazing thoughts, you know. I really liked what was shared at the beginning, is this sense of getting back and really watching my words and knowing what not to say, or to live without saying things that aren't going to make me happy. And and that it is a choice, and following the energy of what's making me feel lighter will always make me feel probably more happy than, really looking at the things that make me feel heavy, and asking myself a really good question, like, what do I need to keep my happiness today? So what will you take with you that'll support you for the rest of your life, Lorraine?
What will support me, that will support me for the rest of my life about happiness, I think, is just the exercise of mobility, of thinking of being happy and laughing at things, and just have that at the forefront always.
Yeah. Dawn Marie?
What will keep me happy until we meet again is uh, gratitude and forgiveness. Those two items right now have really showed me the importance of recognizing those. So I think when I grasp that, that really does make me happy, and I feel a lightness about it.
Olive?
What I will take with me is that it's also my responsibility to help other people find happiness. Like I said at the beginning, happiness is a choice, and I choose to be happy, but we've all encountered people who don't choose to be happy. So maybe finding a way to help those people on the path might be a goal.
Madeline?
What I will take with me that will support me for the rest of my life. Well, so many of the comments that you all have really makes me think of being present, of having that need to be present and not be having all the influences of all the exterior stuff, like the political stuff and all the grumblings and what other people say. And so that, I think, is what will support me for the rest of my life, is that desire to be present as much as I can. Obviously, within boundaries, but bringing it back to being present, I think, is really, really important.
Yeah. Well, what I will take with me that'll support me for the rest of my life, the thing that keeps popping up is our conversation from back in the spring, where we were talking. We have Disney walking beside us, and he wanted to create the happiest place on the planet. And so that's what will support me, is that many people have walked this path of happiness, and that there's places that I can lean into to be reminded of what that is if I fall off and forget.
Mm.
And that, that might be the way to, rather than buy into somebody else's unhappiness, I might just lean into those others that I know have that chuckle or that deep lightness to their being, and I can lean into the people that I know who are happy. Like Kate would always chuckle, like she had a laugh. It just didn't matter. She would laugh. And that laughter is often a really fun remedy to create some lightness in heavy situations. So it's really cool. We'll be getting our happy on over the next 10 weeks. And so I hope you guys all have a great week.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Lynn.